You're watching Around Town with Henry Dormann.
Around Town is sponsored by Chemung Canal Trust Company. They're really nice people. Trust is their middle name. Service is their motto. And I like them a lot, and that's why I bank there. If you ever come by to look me up, I'll be in the vault. Safe place. You should be here. This is a wonderful spring day. The sun is out, and I'm in between two lovely ladies and a reasonably good-looking fellow who is married to one of these. And this is the family that owns this country club. And this is a very, very nice, fancy, but expensive, but inexpensive, I almost made a mistake, inexpensive country club to go and visit. So this is
Trisha
Yanni.
Yes.
And she is the daughter of this lady here. And you have to introduce them.
Yes, absolutely. These are my parents, Scott and Vicki Weitzel.
And they're so young. Go ahead.
Welcome to Hornell Golf Club. We are an 18-hole golf course and banquet facility. We've had the business now for 12 years. The country club has been here for over 100 years now.
I have a question.
Yes.
Now, people who are watching, who are from far away as Corning and Elmira, are going to ask themselves, why in the world should we come all the way here for a country club to play golf when we've got one nearby?
Absolutely.
What makes this place better?
What makes this place
Here's
better?
Here's a chance.
We have beautiful views. We have a 400-foot change in elevation, and in the spring and the fall, it's just fantastic. We go along the creeks. We have 5 sets of tees, so it's a good test for any caliber of golfer.
Yes, he definitely has the golf experience behind him.
Yeah, I've worked in golf my entire life. Ever since I've worked at Wingfoot, some of the best golf courses in the United States. Doral, where Trump's at now. I worked there, and I was a green superintendent. And then I bought this place, and what I like to do is work on the golf course.
How's your game?
And Trish runs.
How's your game?
My game has deteriorated since I built the 9 holes.
We don't get to golf.
Oh, I see.
We work.
Yep.
And you have banquet facilities, too. You
We
have
do.
Wedding facilities and all kinds of things.
We do, and what's great about us...
I'm sorry, I don't mean to...
That's all right. I'm busy holding your arm.
Okay.
We are perfect for people
Sorry
coming
about
from...
this. Don't be jealous.
We are perfect for people coming from Corning, Buffalo, Rochester area. We're centrally located right off of 86. You can come here and you have a gorgeous banquet facility that can accommodate up to 300 guests. Where we're standing
Wait a
is
second.
our...
I want you to see something, because she told me when we were getting ready for this interview, she says, I don't know how I'm going to do this. She says, I like to walk around, and I move my hands
And
a lot.
he's making me stand still.
And now,
I'll let her free.
we've got her hands here, and you should see her hands are moving all the time. You hear all this?
No,
It
she's
comes
really good.
automatically. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
That's okay. But where we're standing is the area where couples get married. So this is the gazebo. And then we can accommodate up to 200 people on the deck here for a wedding ceremony. So you can have everything right here in a one-stop place. John Carbone, who owns the main place downtown here in Hornell, has partnered with us over the past 10 years to bring you the best in the catering business that we can offer you.
Are you expensive?
We are not expensive. That's the great thing, is we want to offer you a wonderful golf course that's affordable. You can go down to our clubhouse area and have great food and drink specials. You can get married here at a very affordable rate.
She's good. Did you teach her all this?
No,
It
she's
comes
really good.
automatically?
How much is the golf?
I like
and
to
lunch?
talk.
How much what?
How much is the golf and lunch?
So we do a golf and lunch special for $25 a person. 18 holes with a cart, and you can come in and get a burger with fries, a salad, with a beverage. You're not going to get a deal like that anywhere around in this area.
And you own it all.
We do, yes. And we work very hard
And the bank.
to do this.
And the bank. And the bank. But I noticed one thing. When people own something, the place is immaculate and clean and perfect service and everything else. In fact, the boss even brought me a cup of coffee. Now, is there anything else you want to say?
We would love for you to come experience what our business has to offer. It's friendly, fun, great atmosphere, great people.
Phone number for reservations?
Absolutely, 607-324-1735. We are on Facebook, and we do have a website, which is www.hornellgolfclub.com.
This is such a nice place. You should see the facilities because they have wonderful buildings. This place alone is, if you look inside, the way that they have what would you call it? Wedding ceremonies? Is that right?
We do most of the wedding ceremonies
Big ones and
here
small ones.
or out on the golf course, but the
receptions.
reception would be inside.
Now, I have to tell you my golf story because years ago, I don't play golf. I was asked to go to the Westchester Country Club.
Oh, I've been
And
there.
nice place, Wingfoot. And then they had the Whitney Estate, which they broke up and made a golf club out of it. And they said, they presented me, I did some nice things for them, and they presented me with a little brass putter engraved. And they said, well, just, hit a ball. So they put a ball down, and I'm on the first tee. I have never played in my life. And I said, what do I do? And they said, just swing like hell. And I swung this ball, and it got a hole in one. And no one believes me. No one believes me
I don't
that this
believe you.
happened. It actually happened. So I'm telling the truth. I'm telling the truth. So anyway, there we are. I still have the putter. Now, before we go, is there anything else you want to talk about? But aside from the fact that how nice your parents are.
Thank you for giving us this opportunity. I always saw the
She-
show
she
and
had-
wanted to be on it.
She has the most beautiful eyes. Did she get those eyes from you?
Sort of.
Yeah. She's a charmer, this lady. The whole family are charmers.
Come back and see us and see if you can get a hole in
And
one
one on
the-
our golf
yeah.
course.
Do I get an engraved putter then?
I'll go with you.
We have a driving range we could try today.
Wow. They have everything
Oh
here.
yeah, we have a driving range too. We have a driving range, a practice area for a short game.
What is your favorite?
My favorite?
Yeah.
Well, I don't use the driving range or the practice area, but the practice area is great for short game. Not too many courses have a short game practice area. Not too many of them have driving ranges.
Is the weather always as nice as this?
It hasn't been this month, but it's
Don't
shaping
say
up.
that. Don't say that. Now you're open all year round? No, not really.
For banquets, we are.
For banquets.
And the golf is when I'm here, which is always if people come up, they can play at any time, or just give us a call and I'll be here. So there's, the doors might be locked, but there's a note on the door to give me a call, and I'll come down and accommodate you.
That's what's nice about owning the place.
Yeah.
And he also
I'm
gives
always
free
around.
golf lessons.
Free golf
Free
lessons.
So
golf
if
lessons,
anybody
yeah.
golfs here and wants to improve their game, we give free golf lessons.
This is one of the nicest interviews. Can you imagine just going around interviewing people and always having a lovely lady on each side who smiles? You're okay too. I'll be here. I'm going to try for another hole in one. We'll see you.
Your Marine Corps' way of life is to defend the American way of life. Every day, no matter where we serve, we take a stand for our nation, for each other, for us all. The few, the proud, the Marines.
Don't wait. Communicate. Make your emergency plan today.
Now, getting rewards is faster than ever. Open a Chemung Canal Trust Company checking account with our debit card, and you can join our You Choose Rewards program. Simply use your debit card to buy groceries, gas, or just pay bills. You could earn 5,000 You Choose Rewards points and a fast $50 when you qualify. Open a checking account and watch your points add up fast. For details on how to qualify, visit ChemungCanal.com. Chemung Canal Trust Company, member FDIC.
What is a newsroom really like in one of these stations that serve so many areas? And what is the anchor for the midday news like? This is Samantha Potter.
Hello.
And she's the anchor for the noon news here.
Correct.
But she used to be, and still is, a reporter.
Yes, I report still for the 5:30 and 6 show.
What do you like to do more? Anchor or report?
That's tough because it's two completely separate jobs, but I guess if I had to pick, I like the reporting a little bit more just because you get to go out in the field, you get to meet new people every day, where if you're just a producer, not just, but if you're a producer, an anchor, you're kind of stuck in house most of the time.
Do you do your own makeup?
Yeah.
Because, when you go to a big network studio,
They'll
20
do it for
people
you.
show up and they make your eyes and everything else. That's something you have to do yourself, and you have to supply your own wardrobe too.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Now, I don't know if you can get this, but if you can do a close-up of her, she has two great assets. She has the most beautiful eyes, and she has fantastic-looking teeth.
Well, thank you.
I don't know, did you do something special for that? Did you learn
Brush
to make?
twice a day.
You learn to make up yourself?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That's a great talent. Not many people have that.
Well, thank you.
And it's
YouTube helps.
well, that's but it's also something where when you look at some of the stations, and I don't mean to be disparaging here, but there are many of the anchors and reporters who don't have the look of class, which you do.
Well, thank you.
And the anchors here and the reporters here all look like they're very classy and nice people. That's the one thing I found about this place. Everybody seems to be so nice.
Yeah.
Do you find that too?
Yeah.
I mean, they care for you.
Mm-hmm. I think it helps that we all have a really good, necessarily outside of work dynamic. We all get along, not just in front of the camera, but we hang out outside of work. We, are friends in the newsroom. It helps, and I think it shows on TV as well.
Are you friends after hours too?
Yep.
But you don't have to get up as early as others.
No, not as early as Ross and Leanne, yeah.
What do you like most
About what?
about what you do?
I love the variety. I love that every day I come into work and I have no idea what I'm going to do. Sometimes it's craziness, sometimes it's more relaxed, but every day I go out, I meet new people, I see new things, and it's different every single day.
Do you pick your own assignments?
Sometimes, yeah. Here we do get we get that opportunity a lot, that it's not just so much stuff happening, that we get to call what's enterprising stories. So a lot of times I go out and search and say, that's pretty cool, and then go out and pitch it to Renata, our news director, and she gives me the thumbs up and get to do it.
Now, when you speak on camera, is something written for you that you read from
Yep.
on a teleprompter, or do you ad-lib mostly?
So when I'm doing a report, it's all written. Sometimes on the desk, certain things are ad-libbed when I'm anchoring.
Who writes it?
Myself.
You write it?
Yep, we do it all.
Unlike big stations where they have 50 people who write things for you.
Yeah.
That's a great talent.
Yeah. I mean, it's, because, so say that for a report, I go out, I interview the people, I know the story, so I write it up, and then that's what's broadcast on air.
So you have to have the talent to write as well as a beautiful face.
Yeah. Most of this job is writing. I mean, that's what we're doing. We're either writing for the web, or writing for TV, or writing different scripts. It's a lot of writing.
What's your favorite kind of story?
Favorite kind of story?
You don't have many murders or thefts.
Yeah.
It's pretty quiet up here.
Yeah. Favorite type of story? Definitely a nice, I don't want to call it a comeback story, but a lot of times, a disaster will happen, and then, maybe it's a year later, maybe it's a few months later, going back and seeing, whether it's a church rebuilt, an animal that was rescued, gets a new leg, things like that.
Nice stories.
Yeah. So something that happened bad, and then you follow up, and now it's, better.
They're just up at this part of New York State, there don't seem to be too many bad stories.
Yeah, I mean, we're pretty lucky. I mean, you don't come across too many, murders, kidnappings, things like that, where you do in a larger big city. A lot of the major crimes that we see and that we cover are, drugs.
Yeah, more and more up in this area.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And no one seems to be able to find a way to alleviate it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now, as a reporter, do you look into things like that too, where there are answers to the questions?
Yeah, I mean, actually, just yesterday, the story I did is this doctor in Bradford County, which has had a very large increase in heroin use, and they've had a lot of fatalities because of that. This doctor I met yesterday is fundraising to raise money for naloxone kits, which is like a medication that repeals the effects of a heroin overdose. So, and that was just yesterday. So it's a frequent thing that we're doing a story that has to do with that.
Now tell me a secret. Who is going to win the election?
No bias at all. We had a story the other day, and it was like this thing that it's not really gambling, but people bet on who's going to win, and it usually ends up always being right, whether it's a game, whether it's an election, and they said Hillary. So I'm going to go with that. I seem to have a lot of people behind it that knew what they were talking about.
But you're not a Republican or a Democrat?
No.
Because a reporter, some say, should just report the news.
Yep.
And others say, well, they should have an opinion, like that fellow on the Spanish network that Trump threw out. Remember that? Mm-hmm. And he said that a reporter should always have their own private views and they should express them. And others say no reporter should only report. Yeah. Which is right?
For me personally, I definitely have opinions, but it does not come across on the news at all or anything that I report. I try to 100% get both sides equal amount of time and facts behind them.
What do you do for fun?
What do I do for fun? Well, I'm from the area, so I do have a lot of friends that live in the area as well. I like to go up to, my friend has a lake house up on Keuka Lake, so I go up there in the summers a lot.
I'm at Keuka Lake too.
Are you?
Yeah.
Where on Keuka Lake?
Well, in Bath.
Bath?
Like
Okay.
Hammondsport.
All right, right there. They're on the West Bluff, so on the inside.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful place.
It is, yeah. And then everyone here, you know, something that I've gotten to do as we're older, a lot of them, well, I enjoy it too, but we do like the wine tours up on Seneca. It's so pretty up there. Yeah.
As you're older?
Well, since I've moved back, since I'm not in high school anymore.
You're 18 years old, my goodness.
No, I'm not.
Wow.
So yeah, so like stuff like that.
It's a wonderful thing. It's a wonderful area.
It is.
Very friendly area.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I wish you a great deal of luck.
Well, thank you, Henry.
And I appreciate very much your taking time to this. She's got a good handshake. You should. She's here midday. What time?
Yep, I come in at 9:30 and I'm here till 6:30.
And I keep saying you should see this studio. You should see these people because they're just as nice in person as they are otherwise. And you should come by. And if you come by at the right time, I'm going to be here because I like this place. I could live here. It's so nice. They just redid the whole thing, as you heard. Very nice. Thank you.
Thank you, Henry.
You'll be here and we'll have lunch.
Yes, that'd be great. Thank you.
There you go. I'll be here and we're having lunch. There you go. See you soon.
Now getting rewards is faster than ever. Open a Chemung Canal Trust Company checking account with our debit card and you can join our You Choose Rewards program. Simply use your debit card to buy groceries, gas, or just pay bills. You could earn 5,000 You Choose Rewards points and a fast $50 when you qualify. Open a checking account and watch your points add up fast. For details on how to qualify, visit ChemungCanal.com. Chemung Canal Trust Company, member FDIC.
Hey Gabby, how you doing? How's the play date and sleepover?
Dad, it was great.
Awesome. Okay, I'm on my way. Hey guys, what are you doing?
We're going swimming! We're going biking! Yeah!
I'll see you in a little bit, guys. I love you.
Hi, babe. How was school today?
Hi, Dad. It was great.
Okay, honey. I'll be home soon. Remember, you're never too far away from your kids to be a dad. Reach out and take a second to check in, because sometimes the smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life.
I have returned home to lead this country to greatness.
Monday.
This is our land. Though they may spill our blood, they will never take the Scotland that pounds in our veins.
'Cause we're gonna be legends. WENY. Season finale Monday at 8/7 Central on the CW.
Tune in to watch this great show on our sister station, WNY's Twin Tiers CW2.
Okay, so we drowned the fire, stirred it, drowned it again, and now just feel if it's cold.
Yeah.
Cool.
Smokey just gave me a bear hug.
I know. I already posted it.
Isn't this luxurious? We're sitting by the fire in a limousine, and you can have this. And this is the fellow that owns not only this one, but some others that are equally as unique.
Very
and
unique.
Anthony Falco.
Nice to meet you.
How do you do?
How do you do?
I feel so cozy, and you've got neon, is it neon, or all kinds of lights and things too?
Neon lights, all we need is a blanket and big TV.
I didn't know we're now sitting near Arkport.
Yes.
And you service the area into Elmira too, and you've got an office in Corning.
We have an office in Corning, and we do a lot of trips out of the Corning and Elmira area, and Horseheads.
Now this must be one of your favorite, with all these designs. Did you have this custom made?
It was custom made.
Expensive to use?
Not really.
To rent?
To rent, not.
No.
I don't think so.
How much? Well, you wouldn't think so.
No, I wouldn't think so. Anywhere from $100 to $125 an hour.
Depending on how many people?
This seats up to 24.
Well, that's pretty cheap.
So yeah.
And everybody chips in.
Everybody usually chips in. We
And
do a lot of weddings and wine tours.
I see you have little champagne glass holders too.
Gotta have them for the weddings.
Uh-huh. And you serve drinks and everything else? You have bars and everything here?
Well, we have 2 ice bins that they'll put ice in all their beverages.
When they told me I was coming here, they said, and they've got a fireplace, a heated fireplace. And I said, come on, a heated fireplace in a car? But it's all photographs.
Yes, all DVD.
It feels warm.
It feels warm, exactly. We have the volume actually turned down, because if we turned it up, you'd hear the crackling on the fire.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah, so.
Gee whiz.
Yeah,
and how many of these do you have?
We have 2 buses.
You call this a bus?
This is a bus. This is a 24-passenger bus. And then we have an 18-passenger bus and a 10-passenger SUV. And then we have a 5-passenger Escalade. And then we have a new 6-passenger limo van, Sprinter-type van, coming at the end of the month.
Is it mostly young people or
no,
older people?
it's a wide variety of age. It really is. I'd say the majority of our clients are probably 30 and above, but that doesn't mean we won't have the younger crowd for night outs and.
So for my 50th wedding anniversary, my wife and I can rent this.
You can rent
and sit
this
by the fireplace and have champagne.
Absolutely.
Good idea. Where do you call?
607-382-7712. That's our local office.
And ask for you?
You can ask for me or whomever. I'm generally the one that answers the phone.
And that puts you into whichever office you need to
That
come
is
from.
actually the main office.
Main office.
Yeah. We have a Corning office who really, they handle another division of our company, which is medical transportation. And we service 7 counties, including Steuben, Schuyler, Chemung, Allegheny, Cattaraugus, Chautauqua,
Really?
and Yates
That many?
County. Yeah.
And you take people to hospitals?
We take people to their doctor's appointments pretty much, to and from. And, it's all through the state medical system. But we've been doing that now for about 5 years. We've had the Corning office, so it'll be 2 years this coming August.
You must have an awful lot of good feelings when you're doing things, just renting this type of a thing and explaining it all, and the colorfulness of it.
Yeah, well, it's a celebration. People that are renting.
So is life.
So exactly, so is life. It's a celebration, so people want to have a good time. That's why you see the, exotic, the colors and whatnot. But we want people to have fun in all the trips that they do, whether it's 2 people or 24.
I'm really jealous. I shouldn't tell you this, but I'm jealous because all my life I wanted to grow a mustache and a beard. And I tried once, and it came out red, and my wife hated it, so I had to shave it off.
It's taken me a long time for this, and now it's turning gray. So
that's
that
nice.
tells me, well,
I figure if I try again, maybe the gray will come out.
You never know.
No. Now, if anybody calls in, do they need to know when the busy season is? Do you charge more at the busy season?
Not that well, I guess you could say
and
we charge.
And if somebody calls in from the station or who's watching this program, do you give them a discount?
We do give discounts. We do.
Make a note.
We do a lot of advertising and discounting on our social media Facebook page.
What's the Facebook page?
it's just luxury limos. So anyone that is accustomed to Facebook, they can just look us up there. But we give away gift certificates and free hours upon reservations, and we try to be really accommodating because it is a luxurious item to rent, but we want to be affordable for everyone as well too.
We could live here.
Well, yeah.
All you need is a little kitchen.
True, and there are some buses, larger buses, that have probably that and have restrooms and whatnot. But this is our largest, so this is brand new this past December.
Now, what do you drive?
I don't drive any of them. To be
You drive
honest
a
with
regular
you.
car.
I drive a regular vehicle. Yeah, we have a great group of drivers who drive these and all the medical transportation cars.
Are they expensive, medical transportation?
No, not at all. I mean, again, that's all really through the state of New York. So, and those are handled just by regular sedans and vehicles that we have.
What's your favorite?
My favorite, I really like this bus.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, it's really nice. We got it at the end of December, and we took it out.
It's
for
really
New
new.
Year's Eve. It's new.
Yeah.
But to say I have a favorite, I'd probably say this is really nice.
I mean, you want to make it feel good.
Exactly. I mean, it's a sharp-looking vehicle.
And it has two fireplaces, not only one here, but there's one over here too.
One up front, yeah. And we, I mean, we keep these in here for different settings, but it'll also, in the summertime, hopefully if it gets warm, we'll have fish tank with fish, and
really?
We have beach scenes, and but if clients
put
wanna,
anything on.
we can put anything on, or if people want to put in a DVD of family memories, if they're doing a family trip, we can do that as well.
That's a great idea.
Something different,
Yeah.
or if they want to use the radio, we have CD and the.
Did you come up with all this yourself?
I didn't actually. Like we were talking earlier, just did a little research.
He ran a liquor store. That was his business.
Yeah, that was.
In where, Corning?
No, right in Hornell on Main Street.
Hornell.
Yeah, my wife and I had the store for 11 years.
And then he branched out and decided at a whim to go into this business.
And 12 years later, we start our. As we were talking, we start our 12th year tomorrow, May 5th.
Goodness.
Yeah, I've been in this area all my
What
life.
a thrill for you, though.
Yeah, it's been exciting. There's been some challenges and ups and downs in any business, but it's fun because you're providing a service that people are having fun. And along with the weddings, again, we do a lot of wine tours, and something we just shared on our Facebook page. This area was voted the #1 area for wine tours by a host of people in the industry, along with sommeliers. So the Finger Lakes was #1.
Do you charge by the hour?
We charge by the hour, but generally we have 4-hour minimums with any limousine rental, and then but mainly the bigger tours are 6 to 8 hours. So we'll group a price together, so make it affordable for everyone.
So you make everybody happy.
We try to.
Now, is there anything else that people who are looking in should know about?
I mean, again, we're very lucky with the area that's supported us over the 12 years. A lot of people think that running a limousine is, expensive, and it can be for some people. But again, we try to make it affordable for everyone, so they get the enjoyment and the unique experience. Because we have a lot of people sometimes too will say, "This is our first time in a limo," and that makes you feel good.
Well, this is not my first time in a limo, but I may not leave.
We can take you on to your next stop.
This is very comfortable here, and I get a panoramic view out of the windows and a beautiful view in the ceiling.
And at nighttime, it's really spectacular because obviously it lights up and it changes colors.
I bet a lot of people do a lot of kissing back here.
Again, I don't drive, so I don't. I'm assuming
the drivers wouldn't say anything anyway.
Probably what I don't need to know.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. It was a pleasure.
I'll be back here. I'm going to be kissing my wife. Don't come by. We'll see you.
You're watching WENY HD.